In this video, we'll be covering how to add your sales team to AMP. To get started, let's head over to Users and Locations, and then over to Reps. From here, we have two options. We can start with an Excel file if you have a list of your sales reps and their email addresses. You can go grab that file and upload it into AMP. Or alternatively, you can start with our sample rep table. We're going to take that route. And what we do is we grab a couple headers for the key components for the rep table, specifically their email and their territory code. Now let's add a fake rep to this. We can go one of two routes. I can click this Add a Rep button, or I can transform this into Excel by hitting Edit Table. Let's do the Add a Rep for this first rep here. Territory of MC, and hit Submit. And now I've added a rep to my rep table. Now let's take the second path. We're going to use Edit Table to add my second rep. What that's going to do is transform this table into essentially Excel, where you can click into the cells and start typing. And we have two other options here where I can add a rep or add another column. So let's go ahead and add another rep. And you can click where you want that rep to appear. So if there were 20 reps here and you wanted them towards the top, you would click that row and then say add above or below where I'm selected. Just like that, and hit Add Row. So now I've added Jesse here, and I can go about filling this out. Now the screen itself will save every 60 seconds, or I can force it to save now by hitting Save. And then we can add a column, so let's try that out. Let's add a column just for the manager that's associated to the rep. Click Add Column. It'll reload the page and add that column. Now let's go back to the regular view here. I'm going to do that by clicking Reps. There's our new manager column. You'll notice there's tags below each column. So this is how we identify what to do with that data. If you need to assign a new maybe territory code and you need to retag that column, where you're going to do that is head up to Update Columns. And now those subheaders become little drop downs. Now the rep table is by far our simplest table and doesn't have too many functions other than what's their email and what's their territory. So if we click on these, you'll notice there's only so many options here. The rep name gets pulled over on the overview, so you can identify, oh yes, that's Mike, and that's Mike's email. Otherwise, it'll just be their email. And then other is just other information, and is really only visible here. So it'd be useful only to admins or managers. If you want to keep track of some pertinent information to your business about the sales team, you can add as many columns as you want here. But the only functional ones are these three. So their territory, their name, and what email they will use to log into AMP. That being said, I'm going to lock in this change by hitting Accept. Now, once you have your sales team added, you'll want to send them an invite. To do that, I can hit this Send Invitations button, or I can go to the Overview screen. Let's go from the Overview. So there's that Mike rep. Now Jesse was a rep, but because I used his staff email, he got put down here at the bottom. But all of your reps will be listed here in the rep section. And there's that name column and if I've logged in or not. So we'll keep track of, okay, yeah, you sent them an invite 3 weeks ago, but they haven't yet logged in. So keep an eye out for that. But let's send an invite. So right above the list of reps, you have that link to send an invitation. Give that a click. Hit Select All, or if you want to slowly roll this out, select each email address that you want to invite, and the reps will receive their login credentials, a link to the login page, as well as some instructional information focused towards sales reps, as well as our support that they can reach out to. So select your email and then hit send invite. So that was the rep table in AMP. Again, the most important part is their email and territory code, which this territory code, we're going to see how that relates to the customers in the next video. So stay tuned to that. Thank you.